Hello everyone, welcome to the new session of Morphology of the Flowering Plants NCERT Revision. This is the sixth part of this chapter. In this chapter, we are going to study about the description of family. So there are some terminology which are used for the study of the family. So let us understand first that technical terms related to it. So semi-technical description of a typical flowering plant. So various morphological features are used to describe a flowering plants. We used various morphological features like about the roots, about the stem, okay, the flowering plants, okay, their distribution, where the plants are distributed, where the plants are found, okay, and also about the arrangement of flowers on the floral axis. So that gives you in the two forms. One is in the floral diagram, and another one is in the form of floral formula. Okay, so along with the description of the family, we are going to study about the floral diagram and floral formula of that particular family. Okay, so the description has to be brief in simple and scientific language. Yes, it should be in that scientific language because that has to be understood by everyone. Okay, so that should be in the scientific language and that should be very simple to understand by everyone, right? And it should not be in a very great detail to memorize and understand. Okay, it should be in a very simpler and descriptive form, in a brief form, and it should be in a scientific language and presented in a proper sequence. The sequence should be same for all the families. Okay, the plant is described beginning with its habit, vegetative characters like description of the roots, description of the stem, leaves, and then the floral characters, inflorescence, and the floral parts. So here the description of the family is under the following head, that habitat, vegetative characters, that includes the root, stem, leaves, okay, and then comes the floral characters. In the floral characters we will study about the inflorescence and the different flower parts, okay, and the flower parts is also describe about the floral diagram as well as the floral formula. So after describing the various parts of plant, a floral diagram and a floral formula are presented. So we will first describe about the habit, vegetative characters, then inflorescence, and then about the flower. At the last, we will describe about the floral diagram and floral formula. The floral formula is represented by some symbols. This is very, very important. The floral formula is represented by some symbols. So we should know about that symbols. Okay. So in the floral formula, BR stand for the bracteate. So if the flower is a bracteate flower, okay, then we will represent that in the floral formula as BR. The flower is bracteate. K stands for calyx. So what is number of calyx? How it is? It is a polysepalous or gamosepalous. That condition is also represented here. Okay, so K represent the calyx. C for corolla. So number of corolla, that is also represented, and if the flower is having perianth, then it will be represented by P. Okay. Now, the male reproductive organ, androecium, it is represented by A, and the female reproductive organ, gynoecium, is represented by G. Now, G can be in the two form. If it is superior, superior means the gynoecium in such a way that it is at the above position and all the floral parts below it, all the floral parts present below it. So that is superior ovary. So how we will write in the floral formula superior ovary? G is underlined below like this. Okay. And if the ovary is inferior, inferior means like this. And all the floral parts are present above the ovary region. So this is showing the inferior position of the ovary and it is represented as G underline overhead like this. For male, we use this symbol. And for female, it is used as this symbol. So if the flower is unisexual, then it will be a male flower and female flower. Okay. But if the flower is bisexual, then it will be represented by such a symbol that is having both male and female reproductive part in same flower. Then it is a bisexual plant. Actinomorphic is represented by this. What is actinomorphic? If the flower is having the symmetry in the radial axis and number of radial axis, okay, then it is actinomorphic. And if the flower is in only one and it divides the flower into equal halves by one division only, then it is a zygomorphic nature of the flower. Okay, so actinomorphic, these are all will be written in the floral formula. A floral diagram provides the information about the number of parts of a flower, their arrangement and the relation they have with one another. So we will describe about in the floral diagram about the parts of flower, their arrangement, their relation they have with one another. So here you can see this is the mother axis at which the flower is attached. This is the sepals, and it also represents the estivation, the type of estivation. Now this is the calyx, this is the androecium, and this is the gynoecium. So all the whorls are represented here. The position of the mother axis with respect to the flower is represented by a dot on the top of the floral diagram. So this is the mother axis. Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium are drawn in the successive whorls, calyx being the outermost and the gynoecium being in the center. So this is the position of gynoecium and this is the position of outermost, the sepals or calyx. Okay. Yeah. The floral formula also shows the cohesion and adhesion with the parts of the whorls between whorls. So here you can see ebracteate, the flower. This is the description of a, for example, it is given a description of the Brassicaceae family, both the floral diagram and the floral formula. So let us see what's it described in the floral formula. Ebracteate flower. The flower is ebracteate. Ebracteate means no bracts are present. No bracts are present. And if the flower is bracteate, then it should be written as BR. And if it is not present, then EBR. Okay. Now this symbol actinomorphic. Actinomorphic, like it can be divided, the flower can be divided into number of radial axis, like in the case of a starfish. Okay, number, two equal halves by the number of radial axis. Next is this symbol, bisexual. The flower is bisexual. As we can see in the floral diagram, the flower is having male reproductive part as well as the female reproductive part. So bisexual flower. Calyx 2 plus 2. So here you can see two of the calyx are present inside and two of the calyx are present outside. So 2 plus 2, imbricate estivation showing 2 plus 2 arrangement. C4. Here the petals are arranged in such a way that it is showing the estivation and its end is free, not overlapping. So C4. Now androecium 2 plus 4, this is very, very important. 2 plus 4. The two androecium are present outside. They are arranged in two whorls. The two outside and 4 inside. So it is written as 2, 4. Okay. Gynoecium 2 and it is written in bracket. So when it is written 2 and underlined below, then it is superior ovary. The ovary is superior and it is fused. When it is written in bracket, then both the carpels are fused together. So this formula, it describes about whole flower. If you understand this properly, then you can describe the whole flower. Okay. The floral diagram and floral formula represent the mustard plant family Brassicaceae. Here we have described it. Okay. Okay. So in the NCERT syllabus, we are having the Solonaceae family. So it is the large family commonly called as potato family. So it is one of the very important member of this family, that is potato. And commonly this Solonaceae family is named as a potato family. It is widely distributed in tropics, subtropics and even the temperate zone. So generally they are more distributed in the tropics. They are also distributed in the subtropic and even in the temperate zone. So if we describe about the vegetative characters, the plants are mostly herbs, shrubs and rarely small trees. So generally they are herbs and they can also be a shrub. But small trees, tree can be found rarely in the case of Solonaceae. Okay. Stem. Stem is herbaceous, rarely woody. So tree is rarely, so the stem will be rarely woody, but they are herbaceous. Herbaceous means their stem are green and weak. Aerial. Aerial. Erect. Aerial means no underground stem is here, but yes, in some plant they do have an underground stem as well as the above ground stem. The above ground stem is herbaceous and the underground stem is in the form of tuber. Okay, as in we see in the case of potato. Erect. They are generally erect and cylindrical. Cylindrical like this. Branched. We can see branched in the stem. Solid or hollow. In some plant it is solid, but in some plant this is hollow also. Hairy or glabrous. In some plant you can see hair at the surface of the stem, but in other plants we see very smooth surface. Very smooth surface. In some plants it is underground. We have discussed this. Underground stem, as in the case of potato, Solanum tuberosum. Okay. Let us talk about the leaves of this plant. Alternate arrangement. So we have discussed this in the case of a leaf, that leaves are showing alternate arrangement and they are simple. rarely pinnately compound, exstipulate, no stipules are present, astipulate, no stipules are present, and venation is reticulate. Why reticulate? Because they are dicotyledonous plant. So reticulate venation is one of the characteristic of the dicotyledonous plant. Okay, so Solanaceae family is having the venation reticulate type. Next, so here we can see some of the characteristic in the figure. So leaf is simple and alternate. So one leaf is here, another leaf is here, right? Here we can see some hair-like structure on the surface. It is not smooth, but in some plant it is smooth also. Okay. Okay. So here we can see the flower, sepals are united, petals, okay, anthers, and also the carpel. And floral diagram. So let us discuss about the floral character of the Solanaceae. Inflorescence, solitary, axillary or cymose. Sometimes it is solitary. Only one single flower is there. And they are cymose. Cymose inflorescence shows what? A top of the axis terminates into a flower. Then it gives rise to sideways flower. And that is also a termination. So it again gave rise to, in this form, flower. So this is the cymose flowering pattern. Okay, cymose as in the case of solanum. Bisexual flower and actinomorphic. So bisexual flower, why? Because both the male and female reproductive part are present on the same flower. And actinomorphic. Actinomorphic means the flower can be divided into by number of axes into two equal halves. So actinomorphic. Next, calyx. Calyx. Sepals are 5. Sepals are 5. United. They are united. Persistence and valvate estivation. So here we can see the margins are not overlapping. The margins of the sepals are free. They are free. And they are united here. So sepals are 5, united, persistent. Persistent means after the pollination, what happened? The floral parts wither away and the ovary get enlarged. But at that time, sepal persist. So when you have seen, if you have seen the tomato also comes in this family. The sepals are still attached to it. So this is showing the persistent. Sepals are persistent and valvate estivation. Corolla. Petals are 5. They are also united. So if you see, they are united. But they are not overlapping. So not overlapping and their ends are free but united. That is showing the valvate estivation. So valvate estivation is present in the case of calyx as well as corolla. Okay. Androecium. Stamens are 5 and epipetalous. This is very important. Epipetalous. From the examination point of view, this particular condition is very important. Epipetalous. Stamens are 5 and if you see the stamen position at the place where the corolla are united, the androecium is attached to it. Means they are attached to the corolla. Okay, so that is why it is called as epipetalous. They are attached to the petals. So epipetalous. And stamens are 5 in number. Gynoecium. Bicarpellary. Obligately placed syncarpous. Ovary is superior bilocular. Okay, so two carpels are there and two locules. You can see the two locules. Okay, placenta swollen with many ovules. So you can see many ovules here. And axile placentation. Axile placentation. So this is the showing the axile placentation. Two locules. Bilocular ovary. Bilocular ovary. Fruit is berry or capsule. So either capsule or berry is in the form of a fruit. Seeds are many and all are endospermous. So they bear endospermous. So that is endosperm. So that is why it is called as endospermous. So here comes the formula. We have discussed about the solonaceae, that it is having actinomorphic bisexual flower. Calyx number is 5, but they are united. So we will write 5 in bracket. Corolla, that is also 5 and it is united. So again we will write it in the bracket. Androecium, their number is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will write 5. But very important, this line shows that it is epipetalous. Epipetalous condition means they are androeciums are attached to the petals. G underline that it shows that it is a superior ovary. And 2 number. So 2 locule, bilocular ovary means 2 ovary and they are fused. So we see that this is the one, this is the second, but both are fused. And axile placentation, number of ovules are attached here like this. So if you see this floral formula and understand each symbol, okay, so you can describe the whole flower and you can also draw the floral diagram. Very simple it is. Economic importance. So this family is very important economically. Many plants belong to this family are the source of food. Tomato, brinjal, potato, they are vegetables and every day we consume these vegetables. Potato and tomato is consumed even every day in every family, especially in India. Yeah, so tomato, brinjal and potato, these are very important source of food. Spice, chili. Okay, chili is one of the very important component of the our spices. So chili. Medicine, some are very important medicine. Some members are used for the medicine. Belladonna, ashwagandha, these are the 2 medicine we get from the members of this family. Fumigatory, tobacco. There is one industry totally based upon this member, that is tobacco plant, fumigatory. Some are ornamentals. We plant these important, this petunia flower for its beautiful flower. Okay, so this is all about the description of the family Solanaceae. So this is the last session of this chapter. We will meet again with a new interesting session of this chapter in which we will describe the NCERT based question as well as the PYQ. Thank you very much.